This is the translucent mini pleat tape from Rolly Company. You can use it to create top treatments, drapery panels, dust ruffles, or even skirts for sinks or tables. And because it's translucent, it also works great for sheer material. To use this, you're going to create a project and turn over fabric at the top. If you want to have the gathers at the very top, turn over a little teeny bit, about an inch. If you want to create a ruffle above the tape, create a wider area. Here I have 4 inches. That'll give me a 3-inch ruffle above the tape. Apply the tape by first pulling out the cords from the tape. And you might have to get a pin to get in there and pull the cords free, like that. Tuck under the raw edge and pin that onto your project. You're going to sew on both sides of the tape using a matching thread. Be careful when you're sewing not to sew over the pulling cords. So you want to sew just on the left and right edges. And just use a straight stitch and sew in the same direction for both sides of the tape. So you'll pin that on. It's always a good idea to tie off your loose cords. So when you go to pull up your tape, you don't pull the cords free. So I'm going to do that so I don't forget. And then continue pinning all the way across your project till you get to the other end. Trim it off, pull out your cords, tuck under the raw edge, and then take it to the sewing machine. I have one here that's already sewn. This is a little valance sample. And I wanted to show you how to pull up the cords. So I'm going to make sure I've tied off an end. This one wasn't tied off. Really important not to forget that step. And then on the other end, I'll start pulling the cords and creating the mini pleats. Now this is a gathering tape, but the gathering is more controlled, so it's little vertical pleats, and I'll show you from the front. You can see how great this works on something that's unlined. You don't see the tape shadowing through. You can pull it up to 3 times fullness depending on the thickness of your materials. And I'll turn this around and show you how it looks from the front as you're pulling up. You're creating these tiny little pencil pleats. And this also allows you to pull up more fullness. So if you want a really, really full window valance, you can pull them up really, really tight. Or if you want it a little less full, you can just let out the gathers and then work them evenly across. And to install, there's several things you could do. If you wanted to staple it onto a board, you could just hide staples up inside of those mini pleats. If you wanted to install this on a decorative rod or on a traversing rod or just a telescoping whiteware type of utility rod, you can use a drapery pin, and you'll just insert that at the bottom of the tape into the thickness of the pencil pleats, and make sure the end of the pin is underneath the end or bottom edge of your tape, and also make sure that you didn't stick through to the face. You don't want a drapery pin to show onto the front. This tape is really fast and easy to use. I think you'll enjoy using it in your decor projects for valances and table skirts. You'll find lots of uses for it.